Okay, so last time I discovered the trixiest elevator that I've ever seen in my life. My assumption is that it's a, like I said, it's one of those elevator things. Like earlier when I was yelling at a baby and the baby was like, "Fine, you go up to the second floor now." That's what I guess was basically happening there. Oh, this is behaving differently from the way I expected it to. So that made it move to the left. How do I make it? How do I make it go to the right? I don't know. I don't know. But because it's to the left, I can then grab this ball, go up the stairs, and then put it on the pedestal. Take the platform off, move the platform over to where the stairs are. Not the platform, but that little pedestal thing. I'll make the platform move to the middle, and then I'll move the pedestal from this middle section over to the stair section, and then I'll be able to use the Pope hat to look through the diadem, put the Orby inside the circle thing, and then that will unlock all of the Sentinels, so they'll like skitter out like a bunch of like little rats or something. One thing I will note that's actually kind of a cool little detail for how they designed this is that they want you to have a mechanic with the Orbies, but you only get one Orby, and I can't use the Orby when it's in the pedestal to lure the Sentinel anywhere. So they gave me a box instead to weight things down. So they that was pretty clever. They knew what their mechanics were and things like that. I wonder how much of that was kind of just directed for them to use, because some of this feels a little bit like, I don't know. A puzzle where you're just like jumping up the elevator shaft, like for as long as we did, doesn't really. It feels a little bit reaching in terms of a puzzle to me, but I'm not going to criticize them too much for it. I will say that I think that they had an idea for what they wanted to do with this, but I'm not sure if this was exactly the smoothest puzzle that they could have done to make that happen. Regardless, let's go over here, yell at a. God, that's really cool looking. Yell at the... Kind of looks like a big egg. Let's yell at it, and this is going to unleash all the Sentinels. Just you watch. Oh god, that hangover lasted 7,000 years. Oh, where's the cranberry juice? Oh, man. I need some coffee, some cranberry juice, and some sunglasses. I need the sun to just turn off for the next, like, 7 hours. Well, oh, they come down the steps. I thought they would go up the steps. That's nice. There's a light over there. I gotta explore a little bit. I need to. It's my calling to see if there's a way for me to get up to explore that light. Because it's different from all of the others. If you look at it, it's orange, and orange means puzzle, and puzzle means, like, collectibles. Like, there is something to be set up there. I don't know what, and I don't know how to get there yet. Okay, I don't see it. Well, I guess I'm gonna go back. This Sentinel now feels happy because it released a bunch of its friends, and that whole section, I thought it was going to be a lot creepier than it ended up being. Instead, that was just pleasant. I liked seeing all those things come back into action. I thought it was going to be like we would find like the creepy ghosty things, like harvesting the Sentinels for gooey eyeballs or whatever. Nope, not so. This game isn't that dark. I actually really like that about this game, that it's so friendly, you know. It's cool. You can see which one's like the Sentinel that I made, and what like all the broken ass Sentinels are, because they're like not able to stand up as straight. No, I guess there's actually no correlation whatsoever between the ability of the Sentinels to stand up and age. Well, let's climb on this pedestal. And this thing that I figured I would solve like 1,000,000 years ago. Hey guys. Y'all did a great job. Oh, you're coming with me. That's even better. I thought that they were gonna just like stay here and that was gonna be it, but nope. I'm gonna have some friendship instead. A whole robot army. It was my destiny. I was right. How am I always right about literally every single fact? I don't understand. Okay, well, let's just keep going. Yeah, the music in this section is very nice. I wonder... Yep, I was gonna say, I wonder if we're heading back towards the spiral staircasey thing. Oh, that's how I know what how many acts there are in the game. So by doing this area, and I go up the stairs... Aha! We're in the last stretch of the game. Yep, this is gonna be it. I don't see any more sections to explore, so... Once we go up here, there's going to be like a big gate of white light. I'm going to run through it, and then we're going to see what the final act of this game has in store for me. This is cool. Man, they really thought of a lot of great things to make this game. Okay. What the hell happened? Anyway, they thought of a lot of really great things to structure the game and theme everything. Oh my fucking god, that scared me so much. Because like, it was dark, and it was like all like lurchy. I just assumed that it was gonna kill me. These guys are gonna come with me? That's nice. Man, this is gonna be neat. I got a good feeling about this section. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh wait, can they swim? Guys, can you swim? Can you swim? No, you need to tell me right now whether or not you can swim, because I will not just have you all drown to death. Oh, okay. What the hell? Alright, so the answer was no, they can't swim, but also it ain't gonna stop them. Okay. Can this guy save me? Or can I save him? No! How will I ever save... Oh, jeez. Oh. And that's how I got this cool cape. It makes me fly. I can flutter all the way through Yoshi's Island just doing this, like, rear, rear, rear. And then that helps me beat the game real fast. I can also spin it at Koopas. Alright, so loading screens. Oh, okay, this one went a lot faster. They patched this game today. I wonder if they did some sort of performance patches like that. Oh, cool. So the Sentinelos are gonna help me here? What are we, storming Omaha Beach or something? What's happening? I'm also not in control at this point. I guess I just get to ride this guy. Which, by the way, was something I hoped that we would get to do in this game. It was like, we gotta like stand on one of these things' heads at some points, man. It's gotta let you do that. I think now I'm in control of this thing, right? Nope, still not in control. My liege. Actually, that's totally what they're going for. Nicely done. Why did they just tell a little story with that little moment there, game designers? Alright. Why am I scared? Yeah, my character is frightened. He might just be cold because he's, like, basically just wearing nothing while running through a gigantic thunderstorm. pretty looking. Although it kind of makes some of these ledges look like they're oozy rather than like grippable. Like it looks like they're like covered in slime, which would not lend itself too particularly well towards gripping things. But I don't know. Let's see, what's this? Is this just one of those other puzzly piece things that I, for whatever reason, can never seem to pick up? Okay, so there's only 2 in this act. Oh, and the image on each one corresponds to the act that it came from. There's only 2 in this act, and the image on it is like all like rainy-dainy, so I guess I just need to get the other one. Watch as it's like on the right-hand side over here, and it's like you collect both of those things, you go through a door, and then the end credits are like, you played that game. You played the game. You did a good job. You did a good job. I want to see a chorus of like those ball things on the legs where they like actually sing a song at about that level of stupidity. Where like in my mind they're like squatting up and down as they do it, like and they're like low, and then when they go up. So it's like low, high, low, high, low, high. That was a very, very visual thing to try and get across. I hope that the 2 people that were able to put that one together in their heads at least appreciated it. Aww. Don't be sad, statue. I can be your friend. You don't have to be sad all the time. Except I guess you don't get choice. Because you're a statue. Well, did I see the statue like this earlier? I saw a throne, and the throne was empty, so don't really know. This room seems stunningly familiar, but I cannot remember why I think that. I've seen rooms that have like pedestals in the middle like this. Oh. Hey, sup? We're just on our way to barbershop practice. I expect them to turn around and be like, whoa, you're here after all. Like they're a bunch of like doofy villainy sidekicks or whatever. And they're gone. Okay. Is there a ledge for me to grab? There's like reflections that almost seem to suggest that these are grabbable, but they're not. That's just the Unreal Engine. The Unreal 4 engine will put bloom lights on the edges of things, and that is... I don't know how much detail I want to go into that. It's a very interesting... It's very interesting how that works, because the way that it does this specific thing is it has a bunch of small lights that the intensity ramps up dramatically, and they just like shimmer and shine like a bunch of little stars, basically. I could send you a screenshot that shows you how that works, because I was working on something like that back when I was working very in-depth in the Unreal Engine. I know a lot of random facts about video game engines. Hi! That was weird, dude. Thank you for being like, okay, stop talking about the goddamn video game engine and just play it already. Jeez. God. At the end of a long recording session, if I've been talking a lot, I tend to get frothy coffee by the end of it. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of these dudes. Nice. Pretty. Oh, are they manufacturing more of them? No, they were just like, can I join the Cool Kids Sentinel Club? Yes, apparently I can. Cool. Well, I'm a little bit paranoid. There's only one other puzzle piece in this whole section, and I want to make sure that I don't just, like, run past it because I'm not paying attention. But a little bit dark there, game designers. Can't see anything about why I'm not able to go into that. That's fine. But yeah, I'd be a little bit remiss if I were to get through this whole section, or get through this act, only find the first half of that puzzly piece thing, and never find the second half. I'd be a little bit like, could have done better. That effect looks really, really weird on the sloping walls. Yeah. Oh well. Only a corner case to really consider. I mean, for a relatively lower-ish budget game, this is absolutely awesome looking. But I mean, the Unreal Engine is so good at material systems and making stuff like, if it looks like stone, it really will end up feeling like stone. If it looks like metal, it really feels like metal. And just out of the box, you can make the game just look really, really pretty. And they went above and beyond with it. Like, this is a really, really nice visual experience, and it's been very consistent. Have there been a couple of like weird technical issues that I've pointed out? Of course. I find those things, I like to drill down on them and pull it apart and see how it works. But I mean, if you look past the occasional hiccups that I found as I have torn through this game, I would say this is one of the more visually coherent games I've ever played, at least in recent memory. So, cool. It just goes to show that if you're on a low budget and you stylize, you can accomplish so much more than if you're on a low budget and try to go for AAA realism. Do what you're capable of doing. Do what works within your limitations, and just try to be as creative as possible. That's how you can be successful on like smaller budget type stuff. I will say though, with the introduction of these robot companions and seeing how much more effective and interesting they are, and just actually downright compelling, I will say that the Fox has lost a lot of its luster. Even though you can like play with it, which I was only able to figure out how to do once, it's just a missed opportunity to me. Oh well. Cool. Wonder how much I'm just gonna spend in this act running around outside while the Sentinels and the walkie creepies just do their thing. How many Sentinels are there even in this section? I mean, I had like a veritable army of them, but I've only seen like 2 at a time ever since then, so I don't know. Are we at the thing yet? I don't know. I don't want to cut this because I feel like I'm getting really, really close to the end of the game already, and I'm not sure if I can power through it all in one singular episode. But I also have to respect the fact that my apartment has quiet hours, and I'll need to make sure that I don't just yak their ear off for the entire night, and not like honor that system. However, with this second puzzle piece and the fact that we're entering what looks to be a fairly expansive cinematic thing, I'm getting the feeling that we are, like, this is basically going to be it here. I don't know if we're going to be at the, like, I don't know how, I have no idea how this game's going to end. If it's going to be a cinematic, if it's going to be a big puzzle, if it's going to be a boss fight. I'm not too sure, but this is, well, I mean, I'm about to find out, I guess. Wait, what? Why am I trying to stop him? Oh, because he's my favorite. And then he, like, dies if he does this. Alright, well, that was actually kind of sad. At least I have my fox friend. My fox friend of emotional detachment, mostly. But I imagine the fox is yipping at me like, hey, at least you got old Foxy here. You can't be sad because you got old Foxy. And my catchphrase. Burp. whoop. Remember when I said whoop whoop to you earlier? Those were good times. Alright, I wonder if these guys are wanting to kill me or if they're scared of me. Huh. That's different. They're indifferent towards me. I wonder what changed in our relationship that we've achieved this sort of indifference. Oh, that's fine. Oh, I've managed to make my way up to exactly where I meant to go. This is kind of cool looking. What happens if I hum at this thing? I have a cape and everything. Okay. I guess I need to go around this whole section and find all of the statues and yell at the statues to make the other statues appear. And if I find all of them, I will summon a fox friend or something like that. However, I do have to cut this short for tonight because it looks like I'm butting up right against the apartment building's quiet hours, so I'd rather not get evicted or get somebody being like thudding on my wall or something like that. So I will go ahead and honor that, and we will power through the remainder of this in like 1 or 2 more episodes. Like, we are super close to done. But hey, we get something to look forward to. Next time I play this, we'll be able to look into this thing. Actually, no. Let's look into this thing right now, and then we'll whatever we see, we'll see, and we'll just we'll cut it after that. All right, what sort of imagery do you have in store for me? Aw, the king sent away his son. Me. How am I only I'm at the end of the game and I've only gotten half of the plot holes. I mean, they're not plot holes, but they're plot that you find in holes. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna have to run around this whole section and gather up all these statues. So, thank you all for watching. Have a good night.